everyone, and welcome back to the Adventures in Collecting YouTube channel, where we take a closer look at the toys we talk about on the show. And Election Day, folks, is right around the corner. That's right, this is arguably the biggest election in any of our lives, maybe of all time even. And there is a lot wrong with the world today. And there is a company out there that is doing their part to make some real life heroes come to life in plastic. And I, of course, am talking about the company FCTRY, that is FCTRY, no vowels. We initially met them back at Toy Fair in February of this year of 2020, and they kindly sent us examples of two of their figures who are very important right now. I, of course, am talking about Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, the running mates here. So, as I mentioned, Election Day around the corner. Make sure that you have a plan to vote. You can vote by mail. You can fill out your ballot that you probably already received in the mail. If you're watching this here in the United States, you can either mail it back in or you can drop it off safely at a ballot box. Some states still are allowing in-person voting, but make a plan to vote. It is very, very important. And you know, I just can't, I can't say enough about these two. This is a weird choice, but we're gonna grab the Mandarin here. He was just easy to grab off my shelf. But you can see, there's 6 to 7 inch figures there. You know, they do have kind of a caricature styling to them, which is a lot of fun. They were based on the original artwork by Mike. I'm sorry if I mispronounce this, Mike, but it's Mike Leavitt. And the box features a nice little quote here from the back. You know, we have to reset the moral compass of this nation, and then you know, the American dream belongs to all of us. So you know, the artwork is really spectacular on these. They're available through FCTRY's website. They're actually, as of the recording of this video, they have a Kickstarter going for a Dr. Anthony Fauci and a Speaker Nancy Pelosi figure that is available on their Kickstarter. But if you go to their website, there's more information on that. That being said, let's flip to the other angle and let's take a closer look at our 2020 Democratic running mates. All right, and here we go. We're going to start with the vice president and presidential candidate himself, Joe Biden. So let's pop him out of the box here. I already ripped it. All right, let's get Joe out here. Cool. So the inside of the box, you get a nice little display, some ice cream there, should you want to, but let's take a closer look at Joe here. So in terms of articulation and detail, we'll start with that. He does have the ability to turn at the head, cannot turn all the way around, but can look left, look right. His arms do go all the way around. There is no ball joint there, but he does have single jointed elbows. There is no articulation in the feet, the ankles, anything. You know, it's pretty simple. You could see on the back here that, you know, there's just kind of our trademark stamp. And that's pretty much it. That's your Joe Biden figure. The likeness is fantastic. So like I said, it's in that kind of caricature style of Joe. You know, he's got the nice little grin on. The profile is great. It definitely looks like him. The sculpting, the detail in the hair, it's all there. There's some sculpted in kind of texturing. You know, he has kind of like that grocery store toy kind of feel to him. But it's also kind of charming at the same time. So this is good. So we're gonna go right into Vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris. I don't know why I always say Harris. Kamala Harris. And here she is, and again, same level of articulation as Joe. So she does have the ability to turn her head a little bit. The articulation point is a little different. On her figure, it's kind of built into her neck, so you can see that she's got a necklace there. There's no actual joint at the neck like there is on Joe. It's kind of like a little bit of like a chest pivot, so she can kind of turn her head a little bit left, a little bit right, and she does have those single jointed elbows and the ability to move her arms all the way around. So you can see she's got a good center of gravity. She stands right away. Same with Joe. So same thing. They both stand. They're great figures. The detail is there. They look like their real life versions, which is pretty much all you can ask for, right? So let's see, how do they interact with some other figures? So I kind of briefly showed you while they were still in the box, but here would be how they compare to a 6-inch Marvel Legends figure. So I grabbed somebody who who might cross paths with them, in another universe, right? So Tony Stark, he might be working on a government contract, and maybe he's shaking hands with there we go. Maybe he's gonna shake hands with Vice President Biden there. There we go. So you can see, the scale is, they are a little bit, they're cartoony. They have a cartoony look to them, which is the point. They're supposed to be fun. It's not a real life comparison there. So the 6-inch figures, they are a hair smaller, or a hair taller. Excuse me. You can see that that Tony's just a little bit taller there. Comparing them with something else, maybe Biden's gonna hang out with Batman, and you can see there's quite a height discrepancy there, but you can have fun with these. The fact that they are a more cartoony look to them gives you a little bit more play, in terms of the things that you can do with them, which is always fun. So same thing, I kind of always use him as my in-betweener here. But, let's say, yeah, we can. There he is. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. The hopes and dreams of a nation in a plastic toy's hand, right? So these figures are amazing. Like I mentioned at the top, you can head on over to FCTRY's website. I'll put a link below in the description. You can head on over there and pick these up. They're available right now. They also are working on 2 additional figures. They're working on a Dr. Anthony Fauci figure, and they're working on a Speaker Pelosi figure. Those are available on their Kickstarter. You can head on over to their website as well and find that. So Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, they are available now directly from FCTRY. You'll find a link to that in the video description below. Big thanks again for them for providing these for us, and use these amazing figures, these super fun figures. As a reminder, make a plan to vote. Election day is coming, and as we said at the top of this video, this one's big. bigger than any of the other ones before in our lifetime, so make sure you're on the right side of history with your vote, and make your vote one for humanity. All right, let's put it that way. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button down here, so that way you don't miss videos. This week's a little crazy. We have more than one coming out, but usually it's once a week. Make sure you're following us here at AIC_podcast on Instagram and Twitter. That way you don't miss anything. So we're constantly posting news, toy photography, all kinds of fun things. And then, of course, the podcast, right? So where it all started. You can find us Adventures in Collecting wherever you find podcasts, or you can hit the link in the video description below. And as always, until next time.